Thank you for coming and joining us. As many of you know, our administration has been committed in keeping kids in the classroom where they're the safest, where they can learn the best. We've been taking steps to make sure that that continues as we do this work. So you will hear today some of the changes and some of the things that we're adopting from the CDC. So when students return to school on Monday, January 10th, the following guidelines will be in effect, which we're really excited about. Anyone who tests positive for COVID-19, regardless of their vaccination status, should stay home and isolate for at least 5 days. They may return to school on day 6 if they don't have any symptoms, or the symptoms are improving, or they've been fever-free for 24 hours, or isolate at home until their symptoms are improving and they've been fever-free for 24 hours. So basically, you know, now that isolation time is much less. It's 5 days, which obviously is important for us to keep the students in the classroom as well as the teachers in the classroom as well. So then if you, in case investigation, the major changes are the case investigation and the contact tracing has been streamlined. So now we're focusing on collecting much less data, minimal information that's required. And Rhode will focus on shortened case interviews, and we will focus, the schools will focus on identifying the close contacts at school. So that's important for us. Staff and students age 18 and older who are identified as close contacts will be exempt from quarantine and should wear a well-fitting mask around others for 10 days. So that's a little different for us. But we're happy to be able to adopt this because then we can keep the kids safely in the school and maintain the mitigations. So if they don't have symptoms, received a vaccine or booster dose, completed the 2-dose primary series of Pfizer within the last 5 months, they will be able to qualify for being able to stay in school. Sorry. So the same with ages 5 to 17 who are identified as close contact will also be exempt from quarantine and should wear the well-fitting mask and not have well-fitting mask around others for 10 days. So they won't be staying home, but they'll be wearing the mask for 10 days. If they don't have symptoms and have completed the 2-dose primary series of Pfizer or Moderna and more than 14 days prior to the exposure date. Students and staff without symptoms who are identified as close contacts and aren't exempt from quarantine will be encouraged to follow and monitor the stay quarantine protocol, which means that it allows the students and staff to attend school in person, participate in related extracurricular activities during their quarantine period. So those are the main changes. So they will be able to stay in school because we have all the mitigation in place if they have their vaccine and their booster. And that's why we were going to continue to encourage everyone to get vaccinated. Teachers, adults, students, everyone should get vaccinated. So it changes a little bit. So now the 5 days, now it's 5 days for us, which means that students, for example, if they test positive on a Wednesday, they will be able to come back to school a lot sooner. They will be able to come back to school on Monday.